Don't be reluctant to go and say, hey, we need to make sure that we incorporate more diversity, equity, and inclusion into our training curriculum. Hello everyone, my name is Cyrilda Summers McGee, and this is the Ask Us campaign in partnership with the Portland Business Journal. It is an opportunity for you to ask us any question that has to do with people, culture, workplace, workforce, leadership, management, and I will give you a direct response, the kind of response I would give to clients and family members, okay? So let's get started. All right, everyone, we've gotten a new series of submissions for the Ask Us campaign in partnership with the Portland Business Journal, and I'm gonna jump into one of the first questions that was submitted. Let's go. Hi there. I'm middle management at my company in the tech field, and I think we should be incorporating more diversity, equity, and inclusion curriculum within our company's trainings. I'm not in leadership, however, so I don't feel like I have the power to make decisions here. Any advice? Thank you. All right, let's jump into my response to that question. That's a great question. And it's a question that comes up pretty consistently, not necessarily about diversity, equity, and inclusion, but oftentimes about under what circumstances can I make a request as a manager or as a middle manager or even just as a leader who's not in charge of a unit that is in charge of a function within the company, how can I press for there to be change? So here's my response to that. It's important for you to be able to make recommendations on training because the training should be in response to your business needs, the needs of your team, the needs of the entire organization. And so the feedback has to come from a variety of outlets, right? So don't be reluctant to go and say, hey, we need to make sure that we incorporate more diversity, equity, and inclusion into our training curriculum. I would also say that if you're feeling anxious or trepidation about going and having the conversation with management about something that you know your team needs or that you need or that other members throughout the organization may likely need, then we have to explore more deeply what's happening for you, right? Like, is there a sense of belonging for you inside that organization? Do you feel like you have a voice as a manager inside that organization? Because every supervisor of other individuals should feel like there are resources and outlets available for them, especially in human resources. And by the way, training and development belongs in human resources, fun fact. So I definitely think that you should go and have the conversation. I think it's an important conversation to have. And I don't think it's limited to just diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think it's actually all encompassing to the needs that you have as a manager and as a leader inside your organization. Thank you for submitting your question to Ask Us. Keep them coming, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on LinkedIn and on Instagram. And just know this, I want to hear your questions. I'm going to answer your questions, and I look forward to being able to provide you with this perspective.